Hoi hoi hoi, hello hello. It is I, Renlex. I is back for another stream. Hooray! More Kentucky Routes 0. Going back onto the boat. We're at the gas station apparently. Nice. We're floating around. And we're back a little bit delayed on the startup, but we're here. Hey. Just gonna put it like this a little bit. Watching the background as they sail past stuff. But yeah. Hope everybody's having a good old day, morning, evening, whatever it is in your time zone. We're gonna hopefully get ourselves maybe through this chapter. Who knows how long this one is. Stuff happens. Lots of voices to do, lots of things to say. Alright, let's see. Yeah, let's oh. Okay, I thought I was gonna be able to talk to him. It said Johnny and Val, so I felt like I would be able to talk to him there. I guess when I came out, they lost the nerve to talk to me. See, it's been a nice day so far. Not much to do. Had some complications with doing a TTRPG. Some people had to bounce out, so we got more or less gotta wait until the end of the month to start doing that. But hey, it happens. Gotta do the IRL stuff, even though it's, of course, a bummer when it happens. It'll still be fun when we do manage, and we'll still have like the meeting thing to just talk and finish up the character sheets and stuff, if nothing else. Thank you, phone. Am I live, phone? Thank you, phone, for telling me. I didn't know. Alright. I'm gonna have a little bit of drink before I start doing voices. What do you think of the other dog we got on board, Val? Mushroom hunting, huh? Yeah, what do you think of the doggo? Blue's a sleepy old hound. I know she isn't doing any mushroom hunting, that's for sure. Blue came along with that old man drinking up all your beer. I don't know if we're drinking up all the beer, but I'd like to try my hand at mushroom hunting. I bet I'd be pretty good at it. Weird cave fungus growing on soggy moth wings. Sounds kind of romantic, but also kind of gross, right? Yeah. So could you fit in the sidecar? So would you like to ride with us for a day? I bet you would. We're good company. I guess you'd miss Kate, even just for a day. Maybe we can still talk her into it. Nah, I guess it's settled anyway. Nice to think about, though. Yeah, who knows? Maybe we can talk about it. We could have another doggo with us. Looking for crystals. Snacks! Why do you assume I'm looking for crystals? I need to scratch ticket. Snacks? Sure. We have snacks. We have... How about some jerky? It's homemade, not by me. You work on the mammoth. I can add it to your tab. Oh, you know I'm a passenger. Oh, you know the tugboat. The Captain Kate said I had to remind you. Sure, they're here every night. It's okay. I have one of those faces. Forgettable. I wouldn't say that. Does it bother you? I've learned to cherish it. There's dignity in being forgotten, letting the crowd flow around you unspoiled. I used to live in a city. I mean a real city. Cleveland, Ohio. I had some family money then, and I didn't have to work. I lived in hotels. In daylight, I walked wherever the people were. My only duty was to the crowd. I was its observer, its historian, its detective, its poet. Well, the money ran out, and I disappeared with the rest of them. I took my duties with me here, to Lake Leith and the Echo River. I live behind this counter, anonymous, invisible, but I live with dignity. And yourself?
Sure, something like that. No, I don't think so. I enjoy the company of strangers. I like to keep moving. I like to keep moving. I like to...
They enjoy the company too, as fleeting as it is, sufficient unto itself. Snacks are in the back there. Let's look at what's next now. Junebug survives. There was chocolate, licorice, cheese crackers, dehydrated, bleached, reconstituted, and colorized.
That attendant is a trip. Johnny seemed distant. Letting the crowd fly around you and spoil, he said. Anonymous and visible, but I live with dignity, he said.
A bag on the bottom shelf is decorated with cartoonish pictures of vegetables. Through a plastic window in the packaging, she can see puffed corn, shaped and colored like carrots, tomatoes, and broccoli florets, and a few puffy white discs that might represent potatoes.
What a depressing outlook. Who knows? Maybe he's onto something.
Somewhere in there is surely a preservative, in case the rest of the process hasn't done enough to stop the flow of time.
But what has to happen to a person to make them think that way? Does Johnny ever feel like that?
She turns the bag over to look for the ingredients, but only finds a marketing blurb, inspired by real vegetables. Perfect. That means it's probably healthy. As all such things are. Let's see. Norm.
Say, man, I thought I was your ever see. I was looking for you down by New Collinsburg, same as usual. Why, oh boy, yeah. And the river steep as an elephant.
Noticing Junebug.
Oh, didn't see you, ma'am. Pardon my language.
What elephant? Where are you headed? What elephant?
Oh, you know, poor buffalo, I see that.
Extending his hand, warmly.
I expect you must be Loretta. Enchanted you meet you, so I'm wait. Hey, is that coming on to Flowery or something? Enchanted? Repeating it now, I feel a little silly.
I'm not Loretta, but I think you'll do fine with Enchanted. Enchanted sounds pretty old-fashioned. Is that the kind of gal Loretta is?
I guess I don't know. But now I'm double embarrassed.
How do you know, Loretta? Do I look like her? You picked a funny place to meet.
I really don't. I met Loretta on the computer. Oh no. We met each other there. Or I guess we spoke through the computer and agreed to meet. I don't know the terminology. I haven't dated in quite a while. But back and I met Greta. That's my wife. Excuse me. My ex. Or maybe I'm her ex. I don't know how to say it. Anyway, back then there wasn't even such a thing as computer at all. I mean, I guess there probably was, but I never heard of one. I worked in textiles. So here I am.
Didn't work out with Greta. So what's your plan when Loretta shows up?
Yeah, she left me. I'm sure I can't blame her. Damn it all, I guess I probably missed her. I wonder if she'll agree to meet me again.
I'm sure she'll understand with the weather and all. I wouldn't if I thought I'd been stood up.
Nice of you to say so. Well, I guess I'll head on back. Hey, supposing Loretta doesn't want to see me after all.
My card is full. I'm out of your league.
Oh, no, sorry, that's not what I meant. Actually, I wanted to ask you for some advice. I had to type up a sort of autobiography for a computer date, and I spent a lot of time in it, but I only got one reply, and that was Loretta herself. I was happy to meet her, but supposing she's not interested now, do you think you could maybe give me some feedback? It's only a paragraph or so. I have it all memorized. I spent so damn long writing it. Okay, here's how it goes. Okay, I don't get the operas, I know. I'm a good-natured man, retired, and spend most of my time sailing the Echo River, riding currents of subterranean gas and a strange invisible wind that moans out of the small tunnels along the bank, seeking a companion to map the river with me. I have 2 grown children, but they live far away. No goofballs. Okay, what do you think?
The thing about the wind is a little much. Why mention your children? What was that about, goofballs? You'll be fine.
I mean, like, serious inquiries only.
Were it about people wasting your time? Might miss out on some really great goofballs.
Haha! You may be right about that.
The thing about the wind is a little much. Why mention your children? You'll be fine. Why, the thing about the wind?
Yeah, you're probably right. I wanted to show my poetic side. I'll save that for the date.
Why mention your children?
Oh, just, I figure it'll come up somehow. I know how people feel about dating with kids. Like I said, it's been a while.
Are you embarrassed? Are you proud?
Yeah, sure I am. My son is a school teacher and my daughter owns a printing press. Good people. Yeah, maybe I just mentioned if they're hoping I'll get asked to brag a little. All right. Thanks for your help, ma'am. You've given me a lot to think about. I'm ready to get back on that computer. You have a good night now. What's left of it, anyway. Alright, bye, Norm. That was fun. Okay, so we can talk to Johnny again. Can we talk to her again? No? Okay. I guess we are just taking what we want and leaving and putting it on the boat owner's tab. It's free snacks, hurry.
Sorry, Cricket, nothing good on offer.
Not even those little gummy pomegranate seeds.
I didn't look.
It's okay. I'll go check. Wish me luck.
Good luck. Don't take too long.
Alright, we're controlling Johnny. I think this is the first time we played as Johnny.
Johnny talk your ear off the fear. Big plans for the night. Us, I think we'll just see what the river goes and at what pace. Me and Johnny should probably start looking for a place to stop and recharge for the day. Maybe that'll be the same place the rest of our little one-night crew ends up. Maybe we'll just follow you and Kate and the mammoth for a while.
Oh, hey there, Norm.
Do you carry those little gummy pomegranate seeds? Hey man, how's your night?
Quiet. Where are you headed?
Helping some new friends make a delivery, or along for the ride anyway. Just following Junebug. She was in here a minute ago.
Well, even if you're not doing the heavy lifting, or navigating, or whatever, a passenger contributes to the journey too. I never travel, but I do love travelers. That's what I like about this job, that travelers come to me.
Do you ever get lonely here? Do you live nearby? Meet some interesting people?
I wouldn't say I meet them, but I do sell them gas. Well, let me know if I can help you find anything. Oh, jeez. Glory, it's good to become friends. Suit yourself.
What are you so excited about? Wow, I should take a page out of your book, man.
I'd give you advice, cool little guy, but I think the most important thing I can say is something. Glory, it is good to be among friends.
Helps to keep things in perspective, I guess. Okay, I'll see what I can do with that.
It's a ritual of remembrance for me tonight, particularly so it's my birthday. I am 5 years old. Do you know why I say that? Well, I'm going to tell you. 5 years and some days ago, I set out on the Echo River alone, or so I thought at the time. I was looking for an ice floe, there occasionally rumored to travel our humble artery on the way from the who knows where to the who knows where. Who knows why? It's a mystery. An hour into the journey, my lantern gives out. Now I always carry 3 or 4 spares. You'll never catch me in the dark again. Lesson learned, buddy. But that night, when that lantern went out, I was stuck in the dark. I kept my arm extended, running my fingers along the cave wall, trying to keep my bearing as best I could, and at least make sure I wasn't going in circles. I just prayed I'd find another traveler who knew his way back to the lake, or above ground, or even just a crack in the rock, to get a glimpse of moonlight. I had a large bag of apples with me. After a long while, maybe a day, I was getting weak, so I took my hand down from the rock to tear the bag open. Well, when I reached back out, I couldn't find that cave wall anymore, or any other. I was totally unmoored, buddy, totally adrift. And it was so dark.
I started counting times in apples eaten. I drifted in despair for 4 apples. Then I schemed and planned and dreamed for 2 apples. Finally I came to accept my fate. Lost at sea, and this phase I think would have continued indefinitely had I not come down to get that very last damn apple. Picture me feeling around in the empty bag, certain that somehow there was another one of those fist-sized chunks of life-giving fruit, already softened by time, and probably an unappetizing brown. Nope, that was it. Just as I was about to bite into my last meal, I felt a tickle on my upper lip. It hatched right then. Couldn't have been a moment later, or I would have eaten it. My last apple was infested by a damn fruit fly maggot. Well, that should have been the end of it. I should have eaten that apple and the fly while I was at it, and put an end to our little food chain suicide pact. But I waited out of mercy. After all, this fly was basically a newborn child, right? A gross insect child, but still a child, right? Born into darkness and famine, hungry and alone. I mean, can you imagine that? No other flies out there on the boat, and never would be. No other flies to welcome it into the world. I mean, no fly culture, no fly society, no fly history. A true orphan. I mean, I feel like that happens most of the time. I don't feel like flies really care. Flies have like one instinct, that is eat. I guess 2, eat, make more flies. I guess 3, be annoying is the third one. I started to get depressed, just thinking about it all. Worked out a thick tear. I'm not ashamed to say, well, that fly landed on my cheek, right under my left eye, right on that salted teardrop, and then blinding glory, his ass lit up like a candle. That wasn't a fly, buddy. That was a damn lightning bug. So, it was a grubbin? So that's how I come. I'm here today with you folks, only because I found my way out of that strange river cave by the dim-lit rear of the orphan insect hatched out of my last apple. A glory it is to be among friends. Ah, what a happy little guy. That was nice. Off he goes. Well, that was it, I guess.
That guy's a trip. The gas station attendant. Did you talk to him? It's funny. He actually reminds me of that frog we had for a bit.
The frog you had? I thought it was a toad.
Oh, is there a difference?
Yeah, toads are bigger. Toads live in the mud. Frogs live in trees. Toads have warts.
Yes, toads live in the mud. Frogs live in trees. Of course they do.
Ha, I never knew.
Okay, so how does that gas station attendant remind you of a frog? You seem more like a cat to me. The attendant, I mean.
How does it remind you of a frog? I want to know.
Oh, I don't know. Because he liked to talk, I guess. Maybe we should pick up another one. A frog, or a cat, or an iguana, or something. Maybe a dog.
You know, we could just pick up a dog for a day.
What do you want a pet for? Feeling lonely, Cricket? Or maybe a third person to travel with? What do you want a pet for?
I was just thinking about that old man and his dog. You ever notice how he talks to his dog?
Sort of like he's talking to himself. I can't make out what he's saying.
Yeah, exactly like that. But that's how I feel when I'm talking to you, ma'am. Like I'm talking to myself. And when you're talking to me, I feel like you're talking to yourself. I mean, not literally, but like, that's how we are, who we are, you and me.
Feeling lonely, Cricket? Or wondering what it would be like to travel with a third person? Feeling lonely, Cricket?
Not exactly. Not like that guy in the gas station. That guy lets the world wash over him, static like a rock. But you and me both together, I mean we're always moving, we're always changing. I think it's because we feel safe with each other. You know, free, we can try stuff out, change our clothes, swap parts around, just play.
Oh, you guys swap parts? Are you guys just half robot or something? And you guys like swap random limbs or stuff? That's kind of neat for a relationship between two people who are mechanical in some way. Just, you know what? Can I have that leg today? I'd really like the slightly longer arms today. Can I have the longer arms? Just constantly swapping out bits and bobs here and there. Just see how it is to have that limb instead of that limb for a day. I guess that is why they make like machine sounds when they walk around. But also, like, are they cyborgs or something? Are they androids? Oh no, androids! They'll destroy the Earth.
I'm not lonely, just curious. With another person to play with, what else could we be?
You may be right, Cricket. I don't think it's a good idea. We can keep it in mind. Let's not rush into anything. You may be right, Cricket.
You really think so? Wow. I thought I'd have to wear you down a little. Like I did with the gerbils. Oh, that's Kate. Time to hit the road. River, I mean.
Back onto the boat we go. Whee! Right. Water sounds. See that small brick building? It used to be an upholstery shop. Now it's inhabited by a very skilled taxidermist. This art is greatly in demand. But it was an upholstery shop. Didn't see nearly as much business. The old shop's name has been lost to time and weather. This was decades ago. The only trace of it now is the grayed frame of an old sign behind the new lettering, which now reads Trapper, Stalker, and Sportsman. And then below, smaller, no specimen is too exotic, no arrangement too fanciful. Some of the upholstery equipment is still there too, and still sees active use. Elise is the resident artist, though she is not the owner of the shop. It's owned by her aunt, Ida. It's owned by a reclusive ex-convict named Judah. Ida. Ida has very little to do with the day-to-day. She's busy with other endeavors, mostly the restaurant she and her husband run on Lake Lethe. Oh, we're visiting the restaurant now? That we heard about during our phone call? The restaurant that was recommended that we visit because it had, like, fish. Shannon retreated to the TV room to browse the Mammoth's video collection. Shannon followed the other travelers ashore to a drowsy beachside bar called the Rum Colony. Yeah, let's go to the Rum Colony. You gotta make sure that Conway don't get too drunk. You can repair that thing later. You have an entire boat trip. Act 4, Scene 3. The Rum Colony. Rum. Let's have a rum or two.
Yep, sounds like him.
Our friend Cyrano is booked here tonight. He's pretty good.
He's a wizard. He's a wizard. A wizard of the lap steel guitar.
Haha. Are you two coming ashore? How much time do you think we have here? You coming ashore? Oh, sure. We'll be up in a minute.
You couldn't hold me back.
Oh, I don't know. Kid says just to wander back whenever. This is a take it easy kind of stop. It doesn't even blow the foghorn to round up the crew here. No point. Something about this spot is like wax in the ear when it comes to timetables and responsibilities. I was supposed to meet someone here earlier tonight about some bike parts. Hope she's still around.
Oh, I'm sure she is, ma'am. Half slipping into a fragrant mug with all the other wayward sailors.
Oh, neat. Time just doesn't pass there. That's always nice. Either this is like, hey, we're going back, or... Oh, hey there, friend. You had a little bit much there? Oh, okay. Ezra, be careful. Just because we're off the boat doesn't mean you can do whatever you want. Bureau folks. Okay. Ah, Bureau folks.
The water is fine, invigorating. It makes me want to run. I could gallop up and down this beach like a horse.
What's he yelling about?
He wants to run on the beach like a horse. Is that? Oh dear, what's in these drinks?
Very strong, huh? You folks work at a bureau? My friend's laying in the sand over there. I think he's asleep.
Wait, who is that? Poor Brick. He's a lightweight.
I think he just drank go fast. It's easy. Carry away. Oh, he always get it so melancholy, and he drinks. Remember, he face picnic to the hat egg lat och.
Oh, I remember. He was talking Lula's ear off. She slipped away, and he sat on the ground, nursing the brown bottle, crying, sobbing about the days that are no more. Or ik till ever e.
Here we go, eating.
Got anything, Louise?
Oh, u ein hat uking or ithl ula mean in.
Is she here? It's a work in progress. Is she?
No. Hat in. In irking. I think I will go for a run along a beach as soon as I'm finished with this drink.
Try not to yell so loud, Louise. I'm afraid you'll shake the ceiling loose.
Well, they're having a good time at least. Always nice to have a good time like that. I guess. Personally never tried, because I don't drink. But, you know, I'm sure it's nice. Oh, hey, Will. Is this... Okay.
Huh. Hello. Happy to be in the here and now. I heard a shuffling. Are you dragging your feet? Or just enjoying the sand between your toes?
Yeah, it's nice to slow down for a minute. Deep in thought, I guess. Haha. What are you doing? Yeah, it's nice to slow down for a minute.
We have time. Lots of glass here. Patches boys load the empties on the barge. I told them try to keep it separate in its own little pile. That way, when we get to disposing of it, any environmentally minded folks present can easily set them aside for recycling. I love the river, but I don't care for the current. It's too relentless. Like Lake Lethe, though, is calm, cold, and deep. At any opportunity, I'm ashore meditating. One day, I may be left behind. I wanted to ask you something. I thought of it earlier, but I didn't seem like the right time. I'm sure you know what I'm getting at.
You want to know where we're going? You wanted to ask about my friend, the old man? You wanted some advice about that mechanical mammoth?
Alright, this is Will, the guy who was working for the mammoth. Well, he has a new voice now.
You want to ask advice on the mechanic?
Oh, I'll figure that out eventually. I do appreciate your insight. I suspect you have a kind of intuition for electronics, man. You understand them like you understand not a person, but a cat or a dog, maybe. It's your calling, not from society or authority, but an inner calling. I should have said it's in your nature. Wouldn't you agree?
I guess so. I'm not so sure, actually. Is that what you wanted to ask?
No. It was, well, I forget it now. Typical. Typical man. I forget it when it matters. Drink. An untouched drink sits on the table, forgotten or abandoned or simply wasted. Oh, hey, Conway. He got right in the spirit of things. There she is. You have to try one of these flower drinks. Feel like I could drink 100 of them. Not too sweet, not too strong. You know, a real session drink.
I'm scraping you off the beach. What's it called?
Let's be positive here. I think he said it was a, well, how do you like that? I'll just show him the flower. Another one of these, I'll say. And then I'll point to the flower. Maybe I'll wear it in my hair. It doesn't taste like a flower. I mean, not like a flower smells, you know? Perfumed. Sickly sweet. Like a star to this little flower. You know, my dad was obsessed with those awful weeds. In a small house just about leaned up against the hill. And every spring, that hill would explode with yellow star thistle. And he'd tear into them. Angry, I mean. Really offended by it. He said they were an invasive species. Like foreign squatters on his land or something. I used to think he was such a stupid old man to take it so personal. After he died, I mean a few years after, I came by the house again. It was spring, but I didn't see a single yellow flower on that hill. Must have finally got them. Or maybe they followed him home. More old stuff. I'm drowning in old stuff tonight. Feels like I've got it piled up all around me. Like one of those old guys you hear about who never threw anything away. You know what I mean?
Hey, maybe you should slow down. Don't worry about all that stuff. Just try to Stay in the here and now.
Yeah, it's a nice idea, but I'll tell you what I'm learning tonight. I don't belong in the here and now. That check's been cashed. Sorry, I'm not making sense, am I? I just mean to say I can't look at anything without remembering something else, and then that reminds me of something else, and I'm buried in it. I just need to get my head clear for a minute. Get a clear view of the day. Get oriented. There was a time when I felt this way. I'd bite the bullet, try to sober up and get a job.
Is that why you're going to work for the distillery? I think I feel the same way. Maybe I'll have to find a new kind of work now. Work is therapeutic for me too.
That one, sure. There you go. That's the entrepreneurial spirit.
I don't really mean starting another business. Maybe I'll get into computers or something. They're just so damn ugly.
Well, I guess I've got something in common with a computer after all. Hey, I'm going to sit and look at the water for 1 minute. I'll talk to you later. Don't be a stranger. Well, Conway is at least enjoying his last day of doing whatever he wants. Guess he can't drink or do stuff that he wants anymore after today as much, so now that he's so unwillingly sold his soul to a company that's going to drain every piece of him out of him until there's nothing but the skeleton, and he didn't have much left to begin with at this point. He's losing 2 limbs already. Sonny.
Hey, did you hear the ice caps are melting? I mean the polar ice caps. The ones all the way at the top.
Don't listen to him. And he's so doom and gloom tonight.
Don't listen. That's the answer, Don. Well, what else can you do? Someday, all of this will be underwater. We'll all be drowned. What can you do?
You can recycle. Maybe it's better that way. Yeah, maybe it's better that the humanity just dies.
Great, I'm not a pessimist. You have fun. I'll be drowning in my time. He's just a dark mood because of all his crowd at night. He likes to spread out.
Are you aware that gold is full of acid rain?
What? I should go.
What? Well, what would you expect? Gold is already rotten. And I'm certain that the government is fully aware gold is rotten. It's a worst case scenario, really. And that's why I'm mad as hell.
Sonny, you're insufferable. Yo, that's least strength. I'm not surprised by anything anymore. For this, it was bovine growth hormones and global warming. Oh, he's harmless. I don't know him anymore. That's all. He takes which piece of things he reads and synthesizes them all. It's a grand theory. It's always the end of the world. But who could know that stuff, right? We can't even predict the weather. But if you could take all these little pieces and make sure they're all going to interact, well, you really know everything. I'll tell you what I do with that kind of knowledge. When I first met him, man, I'd look at his shoes, books he reads, and reads for breakfast, and I'd make damn sure we weren't doomed to spend our twilight years greedily emptying my ties and arguing about gold. Well, you know what to say about hindsight. Yes, you were better yesterday. There's Patch. Can I talk to the musician? Okay, so the musician... Oh. Hey, Patch. A moment. Junebug! Hey, guess what? Just saw like an hour ago.
Dee Dee, that lady with the engine for sale? I don't even care. How are you, Patch?
You just missed her. I tried to hold her back, but she's all business.
I got that impression. It's okay. We can't really afford it. How are you, Patch?
Hey, I'm sure another one will come on the market soon. Hey, any of your friends want a drink? I've got time. Busy night, but everyone's deep in the straws by now. Ha ha!
Why so busy? What have you been mixing up? We'll pass. Take it easy, Patch.
Let's see. What's good tonight? Salty and fragrant.
What's that like? What else you got? No drinks for us, thanks.
Chill in the tall glass with a little pineapple juice at the bottom. Then just keep pouring in a 151 proof rum till it starts to turn dark. Add orgeat syrup, simple syrup, and orange curaçao. Some folks like grey curaçao. I always include a maraschino cherry.
What else you got?
Iridescent salty tiki.
What's that like? What else you got?
1 shot gold rum, 2 shots of blue rum, sugar, refrigerate, throw a little umbrella on top.
What else you got?
Fragrant Mai Tai and the cocktail.
What else you got? What's that like? What's that like?
1 shot spiced rum, 2 shots of 151 proof rum, fine sugar, refrigerate, top couple olives on top. Brownish devil.
What's that like?
1 pot pineapple juice, a few parts aged rum. I throw a little umbrella on there to soften the blow. My clear heaven.
What's that like?
Just enough blue rum to make your bottom glow. And then add grapefruit and lime juice to taste. Stir, that's it. The gold rum nor. Just enough white rum to make your nose tingle. Then add yellow food coloring and blue curaçao to taste. Blend. That's it. Fragrant ego. I take a medium-sized glass bowl, fill it with equal parts simple syrup, white rum, cover it with a towel, and let it stew until it gets a sort of salty quality going. Add spiced rum and stir. Put an orange peel on top if you want to show off. Leisurely and deadly.
Ooh, what's that like?
Start with short, broad glass, lightly rimmed with pineapple juice. Put a maraschino cherry in the bottom of glass. Flip it over. Leave it for several minutes. Then slowly add gold rum, young rum, dark rum, and aged rum. Stir.
Salty Captain on the sweetness. Jeez, what are these names? Gelato glass with little blue caraco at the bottom. Then just keep pouring in spiced rum till it starts to turn light. Add simple syrup, green caraco and grapefruit juice. Some for like sea salt. I always include a toothpick. Light Devil. I hope this is just they have like a huge list of just random like things that he says about them, and like you could go on forever with this. Gelato glass with little green caraco at bottom. Then just keep pouring in light rum till it starts to turn dark. Add pine sugar, blue caraco, and simple syrup. Some folks like pineapple juice. I always include an orange peel. The Dark Death.
What's it like?
1 shot black rum, 2 shots of 151 proof rum, pineapple juice, stir, throw a little umbrella on top. What else you got? My iridescent Evan. 1 pint pineapple juice, 20 parts white rum. I throw an orange peel on there to soften blow. Salty nose.
What's that like?
Simple syrup, pineapple juice, and 2 slugs of light rum. Look out. That'll put hair on your pupil. We'll do a couple more. Old and sweet.
What's that like?
Just enough white rum to make your nose ache. Then add simple syrup and yellow food coloring to taste. Blend, that's it. Light leisurely tiki. I take a medium-sized glass bowl. Fill it equal parts simple syrup and spiced rum. Cover it with towel and let it stew until it gets sort of potent quality going. Add 151 proof rum and refrigerate. Put an apple peel on top if you want to show off. Okay, last one. Deadly punch on the sweetness.
Ooh, what's that like?
Start with a short, broad glass, lightly rimmed with lime juice. Put a plastic skull in the bottom of the glass. Flip it over and leave it for 3 minutes. Then slowly add spiced rum, white rum, dark rum, and light rum. Blend.
No drinks for us, thanks.
After having him list out all of those, just like, oh yeah, I'll take none. No problem. See you around. I wonder if he eventually would get tired of listing rums. Like, if you eventually can actually get, like, to the end of what he's willing to say. Cyrano, the musician. The Johnny and then Junebug are here to see. I am so glad to see you. These cooks are bumming me out, man. You see that guy in the sand over there? He rolled up kind of off center, you know, kind of leaning on the stage here. And he was like, what kind of strings are those? Steel or nylon? So rude. I'm sure you were cool about it. He's just drunk. Oh yeah. It's mandatory around here, man. It's what the people want. I'm just a humble artist, you know. Plus, it's better for tips. You can't look like you care about it, you know. Even if it's your livelihood. A crowd can smell economic precarity and it turns them off. I guess it's no fun to give someone money if they really need it. Too much responsibility. Haha. Hey, speaking of which, I'm about mid-set here. Can you take the can around while I play this next one? It's on the tape. I think you'll like it, man. Thanks. She didn't have to do that, had to hurt. That's the way it goes. The unsteady studying the unsteady. There's probably a $5 bill somewhere just floating up and down the river. From tip jar to musician to tip jar to musician, like an eternal ferry of good intentions. These two are pretty reliable. Where does their money come from anyway? Government check, maybe? Nah, then they'd only tip like that on the 1st and 15th. Maybe they fence stereos or something? Probably. Who wouldn't fence stereos? Nice music. Ooh, $15. These cooks are really good going for it. It's good. You can't always hope for much with these fly-by-night crowds. Could have been deep tiki fanatics getting uptight about Cyrano's tape machine or something. But these folks are tourists wherever they go. In his own little orbit. He ought to stop and think about who's creating all the atmosphere. They think it's natural or something. Like it's just what this place sounds like. A cheap illusion. He's way gone, reflecting or pretending he doesn't see the tip jar. Ezra, you wanna tip him? Ezra's a child with no money. Can't expect him to throw some money at it. Let's steal $2 from the passed out guy, shall we? This guy's barely here. He's like basically sugary wet sand until the morning. He left a couple bucks by his shoes here, or dropped it. That's probably for the band, if it's for anything at all. Yeah, no, let's just take that money, shall we? I'm sure he doesn't mind. We got any dock workers that would like... No, nobody on the dock. Hey, Will, you want to pay something? Will never has any money. Good for him. Will is happy. He has no money. That means he can never be asked for more money from somebody. This guy's keeping some odd company tonight. Better just to let him be. Anybody hiding in the shadows here? Ooh, $10 bill. Someone left a 20 here. Is that for Patch or Cyrano? Maybe there's enough change in the jar to split it. It's only fair. Yeah, that's just fair. They get half and half. Oh, music ended. Well, let's bring the money back. Oh, a different type of music started. It's medicine time. Oh. I have drunk most of my water because my throat has been itching a lot while I've been doing the voices today. Alright, I think I got everybody. Here, return the can. Oh, phone. Oh, we had a flashlight this entire time? Huh. Probably should have been turning that on. Oh, well, probably not necessary. Let's see if we find something random. Oh. The styrofoam cup is half buried in the sand. Miraculously intact. It still has some coffee in it. Maybe it came from the bar. Or maybe someone dropped it here on their way to the bar. Maybe they weren't even headed to the bar originally, but drank their coffee too fast and needed a stiff counterbalance. Shannon thinks about the war of liquids in the stomach. Coffee to start a day, liquor to end it. Apple cider vinegar to patch up the battlefield. Her mouth feels dry. She thinks about all the nervous casualties of the liquid war. Clumsy alchemists transmuting day into night. She thinks about a chalky, grey-pink liquid her mother kept for upset stomachs. That was stored in a coffee cup, too. Yeah, I'll be right back. I'm gonna get more to drink, and I might use the bathroom as well. So I'll be 5 minutes, probably. Okay, I am back. And apparently the music ended. Well, it was gone. But yeah, I is back. Hello. Got more to drink. I didn't even take my meds. Go me. Forgot the reason I got more to drink. There we go. Okay. Shannon finds a small box about the right size for an injured baby bird or a couple of mice. This box is only full of sand. She rolls a few grains in her fingertips. It feels different from the sand under her toes, finer and slicker. She has the feeling this is sand from a different beach. Oh, neat. Different beach sand. Did I click it fast enough? No, I didn't. Well, let's turn around. Bottle. Shannon finds a bottle. Its label is worn away, but the words Hot Heel Rum are legibly embossed on the glass. The bottle's empty, except for a sleeping crab. Aw, crab found a home in the bottle. That's kind of adorable, honestly. Just a little crab hanging out in its new home. Anything else over here? Now that we figured out the flashlight could have been on this entire time, we could have searched everywhere, but the flashlight instead. It looks to be most of it. Doesn't seem like anybody else is interested in talking, and it does seem to insist that we probably head back to the dock, so I guess we're done here. Off to the dock we go. We'll turn the light on the off chance we randomly find something, though. Wait, how did you guys teleport back to the boat?
Well, that was a pleasant detour.
Yes, ma'am.
Ready to get moving? How about you round up the old man if you can tear him free?
Oh, sure, I'll go get him. Alright, Ezra, get in the boat. Ezra, get in the boat, kid. Oh, found something else as well here. I hope we couldn't have found a lot of things randomly. I missed all of it because I didn't look. Damp matchbook rests on top of the sand. Shannon flips it open without looking, runs her thumb across the cardboard, and finds one match still intact. She stares ahead, transfixed by the texture on her fingertip, and she wonders if it will flake apart and leave her hand smelling and feeling like fire for the rest of the night, or if the cold lake water has already washed away that part of the match, the part that smells and feels like fire. Maybe. Ezra, where are you, kid? Ezra, get on the boat. We're leaving. I don't even know if it's really Ezra, but I can't interact with the kid, so maybe it's not. Let's go get Conway. He's gotta live. I'm pretty sure this wasn't here. Either that or I guess I didn't go quite out here. Shannon pulls a feather from the sand and brushes it clean. When she was a child, she collected feathers. Not the way a hobbyist collects trinkets, the way a clump of dust collects more dust by static electricity. She deposited them on the kitchen table at the end of the day. Weaver's mother said it was unhygienic. Shannon's mother said that was American germaphobe bullshit and put them in a vase. Fucking anti. Oh. Conway, should I be worried that you apparently have a lot of skeletons with you now? You got a skeleton in the closet now, Conway? You want to talk about it? Yeah, you're right about that. I never quite thought of it that way.
Hey, we're getting ready to head out. Who are you talking to?
Noticing Shannon for the first time. Oh! No, it's, nothing. Hey, let's get out of here. Work to be done, right? Yeah. Let's go, Conway. You got the delivery still, right? Yeah, can't forget that. water sounds, and delicate synthesizer music. Right. Back on the river we go. With the mammoth. The mucky mammoth. Let's see where we go now. We've been to the gas station, and then we've been to the water hole. Those were the food and drink recommended places. Tease the mist beneath the quarter-acre swarm of moths. That's Barsomelia similis, the brick moth. They usually live in forests. There's a quarter-acre sunflower orchard. And beneath that sunflower orchard, there are 2 small lots with small houses, positioned so they just about butt up, right up against each other. The house is empty now of human life. There's no sign of person or anything living except for moths and overgrowth. There are some pipes bolted into the cave wall near the perimeter, and a few stone scars where other pipes have been ripped away by scavengers. These ones supported the large grow lamps that fed the sunflowers. The lamps are gone now. Once this crop of sunflowers is picked away, it's unlikely anything else will grow here but lichen, moss, and rock formations. The brick moth will move on, the houses will be visible again, at least until somebody strips them for building materials, or the river washes them away. As things do. The houses were once inhabited by 2 sisters. Why they built their houses so close together, or lived in any proximity at all, is a mystery, since they clearly despised one another. Some think they were tricked into buying the houses. It's possible the neighboring houses were an attempt at reconciliation. It didn't work. If anything, close quarters just turned up the pressure until those decades of closely held resentments and animosities were pretty near to boiling over. All that energy had to go somewhere, and both sisters had the same idea. They took up gardening. They both cultivated sunflowers, an improbable crop for this location. Too improbable to be coincidence. Maybe the sunflower had some special meaning for them. Or maybe, when one sister saw her rival sowing the impossible seeds, she knew at once she couldn't bear to be outdone. Which sister had the greener thumb? We'll never know. The stalks tangled, the roots knotted, and the seeds mixed. Those gangly sunflowers merged the 2 lots into one undifferentiated field. The 2 sisters moved out, probably around the time the moths started showing off. Of course, there was no selling the lots then, overgrown and bug-chewed as they are. In fact, if those sisters ever tried to sell, they'd be in for a rude shock. Not long ago, a property tax clerk, having seen the 2 adjoining lots registered to the same last name, presumed they belonged to the same owner and erased the legal border between them. That seems legal to do. That's probably the same name. There's 2 different people on this, but the same last name. Probably just not an error. I'll just remove that and make this one large lot instead. That's totally legal. Valkyrie and Blue lounged below deck. Clara, Kate, and I stopped to do some business by telephone. Sure. Clara, Kate, and I stopped to do business by telephone. Let's make a call. Act 4, Scene 4. This is an important one. A phone. Good. I don't remember what the number was. Oh, okay. Phone dialing. I guess we're gonna be here for a minute. Looks like they have a few calls to make. I should probably call someone too. What are you going to do? Yeah, that's a good question. I just thought I'd stretch my legs, on firm ground. I didn't realize this place would be floating on barrels. Back when I was driving long hauls, that's the real big trucks. Now I sometimes wouldn't leave the cab, but to pump gas. Took my meals in there, slept in there, changed my socks in there, the whole thing. Sounds kinda sad, living in a truck. So one time I was hauling a bunch of big spools, telephone wire I think, actually, up from California, to Washington State, where that is. It's way out on a map. It's kind of to the left of here. More or less. In between California and Washington, there's a place called Oregon. You can't pump your own gas there. They have a guy who does it called a gas jockey. And you'd better not even open your door or they get all suspicious. Is that true? Anybody from Oregon that can verify this? Damn it, why is she not here? I know she's not from Oregon or anything, but she has more insight into American than I do. I drove through California and into Washington, and I refueled in the middle, in Oregon, and so I didn't set foot out of my truck for a whole day. When I came out of the cab, the ground rushed up like it missed me. Gave me a big old kiss right in the chin, right here. What I'm saying is... hell, I forget. What am I talking about? It's important to take breaks. Watch your step getting out of a truck. You can't pump your own gas in Oregon. Exactly. Don't forget that. And don't say I'd never taught you anything. Well, guess I'll head back aboard. Might see if I can find any of the good stuff stashed in the... maybe in the spice cabinet? Maybe in the medicine cabinet. Haha. That's where it belongs. Yeah, good old medicine. Some cough syrup to help with the day. Hell, who am I talking to? Don't listen to me, kid. I'll see you in a few. Conway? Buddy? Should we be worried that Conway just jumped in the water? I can barely hear that. You have 23 new messages. Oh, I accidentally clicked the other button. Clicking and beeping. Will listens to the next message. Will hangs up the phone. Sure, he'll listen to the next one. Just boosting the volume a little bit for this, so it's not so quiet.
In an old car, it definitely smells a certain way. It smells kind of like, it almost smells kind of like a smell that it's hot.
Sure, we'll listen to this.
The smell that it is like from the car itself, like from the engine. And there's been a lot of smoking going on in that car, so it's not exactly a pleasant smell, but it's definitely strong. It's definitely there. And the windows down, you can also smell that it's cold. So you get both. And that feeling together is super familiar if you've been in old cars a lot. Anyway, I was parking and I had to go in and out about it like 3 times, but when I finally finished parking, it was perfect. Both wheels against the curb.
Oh,
And
proud of
that's
you.
when I
Proud of you for doing
had
that.
like the double memory. When I first learned how to drive, my mom taught me how to parallel park. She told me the story about her dad, who was a motorcycle cop, taught her how to parallel park. Every time she parallel parked,
Wow, what an asshole.
She had to do it again. She didn't do that for me, but every time that I got upset about having to do it again, she would tell me that at least I didn't have to be a distance away
Mm-hmm.
from the curb. I learned how to drive in the fall, and I got that snow a lot during that time. And I don't know when my mom learned to drive.
Well, listens to the next message. Sure. We'll listen to another message. Why not?
Oh, probably going to school.
Alright. How many messages did it say he had?
I can't sleep because the trees are scraping against my window, and it reminds me of a tongue scraping against my skin.
Did it say how many he had? 23. Alright, we're gonna be here a while.
What?
Okay, not if they're that short.
I'm about to cross the ocean. I worry about my dog. Can't sleep anywhere near a place. The gas is full. Not when it's being full, when it's not being full.
That makes much sense, man.
It was tough to hold on to this thing, but yeah, my hands are pretty jammed. I remember the number 10 and a flashcard with a turkey on it. It had a yellow background.
Well, at least most of the messages aren't super long.
The frogs are too loud.
The frog? No, not the frogs. They're not that loud. Frogs don't make much sound. They just scream a little bit here and there. Oh, goddamn it. Somebody fucking pocket called me.
I don't know why. I guess I was walking over to the stroller and picked up parts of the wood. My mother accidentally pushed me.
I'm sure there's an achievement for listening to all messages. We gotta get that achievement, right, folks?
Freaked out a lot. That's the first thing I remember. We were sent for. I keep hearing these noises whenever I close my eyes. It's like bells ringing. But the bells aren't metal bells or ceramic bells. They're kind of bells like you normally hear. They're like this weird. I can't even describe the material. It's resonant, ringing, and as soon as I close my eyes again, there's nothing.
Yeah, keep going through these messages, Will.
I remember driving across this old dirt road. My birthday is at the party at McDonald's in Hawaii. I got a toy that I didn't like, and I broke it.
Wow, rude. You got a whole toy. Nope.
Being caught in the ocean. I was crying for that small picture rally that my parents take me out. They missed me. Well, no, that's it. Seriously?
Retreating music.
Whether I wear boots or sneakers, my feet's always been a man.
Oh, that sucks. Oh, I hate having like damp feet. Oh, just like a little bit of wet. I hate that feeling.
Why I can't sleep. It's like it's been a long time, and it's like
I would also like why I can't sleep. I could really need some. Yeah. Yay! Well finished. Don't you go diving in too. It's actually really cold and kind of dangerous. Wow, that guy with the hat was real patient. He waited for Will to listen to all his messages, even though technically he was before Will. Did he say where he was going? He's looking for the good stuff. He went to get some medicine.
Oh, maybe his leg is still bothering him? Or an early hangover? I'll have to tell him I have some more painkillers in the truck. So, any important messages?
Every single one. Where are you headed tonight, small man? I'm looking for my family. I'm just following my friends. I don't know. I'm just following my friends. Is this young woman your friend?
We met Ezra earlier tonight. He's been very helpful. I'm hoping we can return the favor once we get back above ground. Poor kid was sleeping at the bus station and just lost track of his folks.
He'll be alright. He's more at home down here than any of us. Trust me, I have an eye for it. Don't you also jump in the water, Bread Hat Man? Is she gonna call Weaver? Kate! Thanks for calling! Oh wait. No, that's Kate. Never mind. Kate. Oh wait, I guess Kate had kind of that. No, Kate is the one. Oh, that is Kate. Okay, so Kate is the one talking. Okay, Kate is the one that's calling. Thanks for calling. How are you feeling? I hope I didn't wake you up. No, I can't really get comfortable enough to sleep anymore. Except in the car. Oh, not driving. In the passenger seat. Reclined. Eric drove me around the reservoir that afternoon. I got an hour or two in. I couldn't get settled in bed, so I was just watching TV. Some cooking show about high concept junk food, and everyone from my high school chemistry class was there. Making cupcakes out of old bicycle parts. Yummy. I think I might have dosed up a bit, actually. Honestly, this baby can come out whenever he wants. I'm completely over it. Don't rush it. Just try to get some rest. Good for you. You sound really confident. Oh, it's all an act. I'm actually... The phone line makes a horrible sound. Whoa, God, that phone's down here at such a mess. Hey, Kate, I really appreciate you checking in. I have your pager number, and so does Eric, just in case I'm too, distracted or whatever, you know. I'll let you go. I should try and eat something. Reishi will help your joint pain. Try some of that lycanol I left, just to help settle your stomach. Munch on a bitter hedgehog cap. That should relieve some of your intestinal discomfort. Reishi will help with joint pain so much. Okay, thanks. Maybe I'll just chew on some ice. Talk to you soon, Kate. Hopefully. Just checking in on a client. Thanks, phone. Did I mention I'm a birth dahlia?
Is everything okay? Wow, how does that fit with being a tugboat captain? That's like a nurse, right?
I don't know what a birth doula is. No idea. Well, no, I don't have any formal medical training or licensing. Just a lot of experience. I think most women who hire me mainly want someone in the delivery room who doesn't treat childbirth like some disease to be cured. I mean, no hard feelings against doctors, but they have their own process, and it can be pretty alienating sometimes.
Is everything okay? Wow, how does that fit with being a tugboat captain? Is everything okay?
Everything's great. Sounds like she's ready. Some women just know. It's amazing. Others are caught totally by surprise. Your friend went back aboard?
His leg is bothering him. I think he has a headache. His leg is bothering him.
Yeah, I thought he seemed a little pain. Especially when he moved. Is that us done with the phone then? Well, don't you jump into the water now. Oh. Next person doing a call. Busy European city noises.
Hi. Egads, I'm glad you phoned. I was just thinking of you.
Who's Clara again? I don't know who Clara is. Did I forget their voice? Probably did. They're both gonna be rich. Ori, I ain't always weak. I've been travelling constantly. You see him by phone, waiting for my call. I saw ice.
That's fine. I visited the hospital yesterday. I went to visit Uncle Andreas, but they moved him. Now he's in a hospice care facility run by some old Polish nun. Everyone says it's very nice. I asked them about visiting. They said he didn't want any visitors. Not suspicious at all.
He's just being all stubborn. That's his right. He's being stubborn.
Yes, it's typical of Andreas. I was thinking maybe if you came to visit, he would see you. All those afternoons you two would go drinking beers by the river. Don't you think it would mean a lot to him if he could say goodbye to you in person?
We'll take him to his word. Oh, Nadia. They'll make it back in time anyway.
It's true. You're a long way from home, Clara. I suppose it can't be helped. Oh, here's Mother at the door. We're going to try again to see him. I hope the tour is going well. Love you. Be careful.
His sister back home. She's very distressing to me this morning. Me Uncle Andreas is terminally ill and refusing visitors, and Nadia is making a stir about it. It doesn't bother you that your uncle is refusing visitors? I'm sorry to hear. Are you close? He's a big old man. Why, animals is what they do. When it's time to die, I went off into the forest alone. No, I say it's wrong. They don't wander. They make a pilgrimage. Ah, okay. Is that what happens? We must always take the dying at their word. Their motivations are beyond our understanding. The older man is swimming back to Mammoth. Or emergency, I hope. He's tending to his aching joints. Best for him to not move around too much. Dealing with aching joints. Otherwise, he wants my family too. Brandon approaches. Hi, Brandon. I don't suppose any of you folks are headed past the Bureau of Reclaimed Spaces. Oh, not on this run, but we'll be coming back this way in a few hours. Can't get a hold of your ride? Well, I'll make sure be here then. It's no big deal. I'll just hang out and read or something until it's time to head back to work. You folks are traveling with that old guy, right? With the leg? Is he okay? Saw him earlier tonight. Came by the storage facility for some files. Told a bit it on the staircase. He is okay though, right? I think so. I don't know him too well. He's a passenger. Sure, he's just been drinking a bit. You know how it is. He just seems preoccupied to me. He's a passenger. Cool, hey, I guess he's well enough to swim. Well, have a good night or whatever it is. Morning, almost. God damn it. I'm so late with my delivery. I'll never get there on time. I'm gonna get fired from my job that I was quitting anyways. It's very unfortunate. That right there is Ratliff Monuments. If you ever need a headstone carved, for a loved one, I mean. Violet Ratliff, never married, nevertheless bore 6 children. Earl, Kelly, Barb, Ron, young Earl, and Beauty. For each birth, she locked the doors of Ratliff Monument for only one day. Even the young Earl, when she was in labor for 36 hours. What? What are you talking about? She only closed the doors for a day. Even when she was having a child that took 36 hours, so she was working 12 hours while giving birth? What? Well, that's what folks said, and I met her, and I believe them. She had the unyielding disposition of a cliffside. And women says going through labor is difficult. She went through 12 hours of work while popping that baby out, apparently. Clearly, it is no problem at all. Clearly. If somebody can just fucking be at work making headstones. Sorry, one moment. I was making a joke and it's kind of insensitive, I guess, yeah. Yeah, no, let's stop there. Earl was more interested in car speakers. Beauty thought it all a bit ghoulish. Barb was never good with her hands. Interested in car speakers. This was to be a lifelong passion for Earl, though. Cut short by bad wiring. Oh no. The run of the shop fell at last to young Earl. The only Ratliff still at home when his mother finally passed at 82, and then had the honor of engraving the tombstone. He's done well, for the most part. The shop was damaged in a flood several years ago. Its craftsmanship had suffered over time. Flood got the showcase, a mock cemetery out front, was mostly washed away. Stone monuments, bobbing violently in the first torrents of the flood, eventually sank and spread along the channel bottom down river. An elongated graveyard for no human loss, visited by eyeless fish and adorned with indifferent wreaths of algae. If a few stray stones ended up at the bottom of Lake Leith, too, we'll never know. Young Earl is the last of his short line. Professionally, there's nobody around qualified to carve his monument, so he's already claimed one of those at the bottom of the river for himself. Oh! We're that positive today, huh? Hi, where's this? Ezra thought there's a card game. Shannon, Ezra, the old man, and I stopped at the Radvansky Center to make some quick cash. Let's go make some cash. Money! Gotta get that money. I don't know how we're making money there, but we're gonna make some money. The Radvansky Center. Oh. Office door opens and closes. Good morning. Good morning. Bags isn't feeling well. Long night. Poor kitty. What are you watching? Security tape from last night. Daryl left the lights on again. Should we slash his tires? I'll leave a stern note on his desk. Spare the rod. Spare the rod? What are we doing today? Right. This is weird. You know that old vending machine? The one that only has tomato juice? No. The old one they just stopped refilling. Remember? We rolled it out onto the dock last August, and some scavenger stripped it for the metal in the middle of the night.
Daryl cut his hand cleaning up after them and it got infected. Remember?
No. No.
Okay, anyway, the rest of it ended up in the coat room until finally Daryl was piling it into a big bag for the trash barge to pick up, and he came across this box lost behind all the junk. Check it out.
This looks old.
Yeah, there's a bunch of videotapes and completed questionnaires. I looked up the reference number and it's never been processed. So I guess that's what we're doing today.
Oh boy.
There's no date on it. We'll just have to make one up. Unless there's some footage of a calendar or something in here. Aha!
Oh no, that sounds horrible. I guess these tests are old tests. We started doing the video exit interviews. That's annoying.
Yeah. Let's see, how did we do this? I'll run the tape, you interpret the questionnaire, and I'll type in it up.
Changing tape in VCR. The modernist bookshelf with the fancy vintage turntable. So ostentious, so Daryl.
What? That was my bookshelf?
Oh no. Haha. But you, grew out of it or something, right? It ended up in the lab somehow.
I keep my books in a pile now. It's easier to find what I'm looking for. Never. What shelf is that book on? Only, well, it's somewhere in the pile.
Ah, that does make it easier. It's either in the it is in the pile. Pragmatic. Wow, I haven't seen that poster in a while. I think that was mine from college. Yeah, definitely.
Oh, right. Daryl swapped it out and redesigned. Now it's... What's there now?
Yeah, it's, that's weird. I can't picture it. I mean, I can picture the wall, and there's definitely something hung there.
That's gonna bug me.
Yeah, want me to go look? It's just down the hall.
No, it's okay.
Shannon's just walking around a little bit here. She can sit down there. Can she walk out of here? Okay, can't walk, so we're sitting in one of two places. Let's sit here. This looks more comfortable. Okay, nothing happened. Maybe I can sit there and wait for longer, but let's go look at this paper instead. That's more fun. Paper! Yay, paper! Let's note some stuff down.
This should be some basic information. And the first control test. Subject's general disposition.
Jen looks over the questionnaire document from the envelope. Question, why are you here? Response,
It's a scheduled ferry stop, not my final destination. The other passenger said we could make some quick cash taking these tests. I don't know.
pragmatic.
Demographic category.
Question, what's the first thing you remember? Remember a birdcage, remember a box of small gears, remember spilled orange juice, box of small gears. She's the tech head. Working class?
Do you think we should use the old categories or the new categories?
Alright. Will the computer even still take the old ones?
They're still in the menu.
Okay, in that case, put in precarious.
Sure. Oh, I forgot name.
It says Marquez on the file.
Whoa, Marquez, are you sure?
That's what it says.
Do you know her?
That can't be. No, that's not her. Did she come alone or with a group?
I don't know. There's an extended monitoring tape here, too. Could check on the dock when she showed up.
Oh, it's... Wait, who is that? That guy in the hoodie?
What? I've never seen him before.
Really? He looks so damn familiar. I thought maybe he was a former intern or something.
He's a little old for that, right? No, I don't recognize him. Sorry, you're all deja vu this morning. It's spooky.
Sorry, just one of those days, I guess. No, definitely not.
Oh, she's traveling with one of those creepy distillery guys.
Him? No, it just looks like some old drifter.
Maybe you're right. It's hard to tell in this light. Hello there, kid. Yeah, you go with them too, kid. Conway can be on his own, right?
Huh? I guess the old man is some dingy guard duty.
A noble assignment. So who was this lady?
Oh, right. Well, do you remember Vib TV?
No?
Okay, it was a community television station. The Consolidated Power Company had to fund it as like a punishment for owning too much of the broadcast spectrum or something.
Oh, they used to screen your videos, right?
Yeah, it was like a co-op. I did some maintenance and they gave me a slot to show my work. And they had that naked banjo guy late at night.
And it had that naked banjo guy that night.
Yeah, that's mainly what everyone remembers. I guess their whole mandate was community expression.
It was certainly expressive. Oh wait, was Bev the one that... the flood, right?
Yeah.
Damn. So Shannon Marquez? Did she have a naked banjo show too?
What? No.
Let me guess. Question, which of the following sentences best describes you? I grieve for fading memories. I am haunted, unable to forget. She did the better?
No, I've never heard of Shannon Marquez. It was a Weaver Marquez I knew. She worked at the station for a bit, and then she left on kind of weird terms, actually. Anyway, where were we?
Doing more notes? Probably. Changing tape in VCR again.
Okay, how do we rank her from the control test?
Without turning around to look, please describe the following objects. Bookshelf. Response. 3 shelves. It has 4 shelves. It has 5 shelves. I didn't fucking look. It's got 3 shelves total. It is shaped like a snake. Shaped like a transformer coil. It's nondescript. Right? Reminds me of a museum. It reminds me of a department store. It reminds me of a library. Department store. Poster. I remember circles. I remember it was scientific. I don't remember what was depicted on the poster. Scientific. I have a poster in my workshop. A vintage advertisement for vacuum tubes. I have a poster in my workshop. A chart of resistor values. I don't keep posters on my walls. Vacuum tubes. lighting, one lamp, just kind of dim. I really can't remember. One lamp.
Average, I guess. Average, I guess.
Typing.
Average, okay.
You know, I have a terrible memory. Okay, so we got a pear, an apple, an orange, and is that a strawberry or something?
How many pictures did you remember?
2, or actually maybe 3.
What?
She brought down orange, strawberry, guava.
Guava.
I think she meant the pear. See, that's why I hate this test. There's so much fruit that basically looks just like other fruit.
Oh, guava. Does a guava even look like a pear? No, I don't think we've ever seen a guava. I thought they were pink.
They're just pink on the inside. Wouldn't confuse a real guava for a real pear, but in one of Daryl's crude watercolors.
But I can still clearly tell that it's a pear, even on video.
Yeah, you and I can, but we already know it's a pear. She could be remembering wrong, or just identifying what to her is much more likely fruit to appear in a painting, based on any number of culture, social, geographic, you know.
She didn't say anything in her response to help clarify.
Let's see. Question. Please describe in detail any sensations that accompany your memory of the pictures. It makes me think of being a kid. I remember the way the fruit tastes. Guava is just like candy. It's almost unnatural. My mother gave me some mushed up guava once to cure a toothache. Yeah, so just like candy. Not really, just some sensory memories of guava.
I guess we should just skip the pictures. That's a shame. It's really hard to measure memory degradation in some of the later tests without this one as a baseline location updating scenario.
I've been saying we should just use photographs. Watercolor paintings already have the quality of half-remembered dream anyway. Like they're inviting you to forget them, or somebody else already forgot them for you. Like a mama bird feeding her chicks cotton candy. Photographs are... It's not that they're really more accurate or true, but we think they are. They put you in that mindset. They have authority. So yeah, out with the watercolors, I say.
But then poor Daryl would have nowhere to exhibit his work.
Didn't make some noise. Oh, okay. Guess that was all we were doing there. Oh, it's a cat. Hello, cat.
Jen, look who it is.
Oh, I missed that kitty.
I forget what became of the white one.
Her name was Coconut, and she disappeared without a trace.
Easy come, easy go.
I wouldn't say easy. I had to leave food on the dock for a week before she'd come inside. You only stuck around for a month or 2. You probably saw quite a lot of her. I remember you were working nights then. She was a nocturnal creature.
That's right. I remember.
Hello, kitty. Okay, I guess you can't pet the cat. That's unfortunate. I would have liked being able to pet the cat. Oh, maybe we had to pick up this and then we can go give the cat. Maybe it's a cat treat or something. Meow. Hey, kitty. Hey, little buddy. Yay! We gave the cat food.
Wait, I don't remember this test.
Oh.
I did recut this one. What's the questionnaire like?
No, this is just... Sometimes, if I can't make it in for a few days, I might leave a note to feed the cats.
For the test subjects? Wow, how do you know they'll do it?
I write it on, university letterhead.
Jen, that is unethical, haha.
At least I don't use university property and research equipment to make weird video art.
Very well then, I contradict myself.
Ha ha.
I wonder which is the nobler transgression.
I'll settle that question. It's nobler to feed kitties. Yeah. Noble to feed the cats. Feed the cats. Oh. Changing tape in VCR. Okay, we can't go out of here, so we're doing this. See if I can finish this section before I end for the day. Tape recording of doors opening and closing.
Oh, okay. This is before the CD players.
I hope she remembered to rewind.
They never did, and Daryl would be in all night, rolling all these tapes back one by one in his little Walkman.
He still has that thing? He says he uses it at the gym, but I think it's just to attach to his old mixtapes.
He's so sentimental, our Daryl.
These tapes had sounds from my apartment building. Did you know that?
Oh, I thought it was stock sound effects from the library.
Yeah, the CDs are, but it was on tape. Daryl had me borrow a tape recorder from the music department and go collect them myself. He showed me a first draft of the questionnaire. I think some of them are still in there. Like, question, what were you thinking about immediately before listening to the tape? Response, I was thinking about my cousin, thinking about my friend, thinking about my job. Cousin. After the tape ended, how quickly did your thoughts return to that subject? Maybe a few seconds? I never really stopped thinking about it. I'd forgotten until just now. Never really stopped thinking about it.
Right. I don't really get the point of that question.
I think it's just there to set a baseline for the introspective index.
So all the doors opening and closing, those are all from your apartment?
Most of them, yeah. Others were from the basement. We have these rows of storage closets down there. None of them are locked or anything. It's just like this weird row of doors. They're not even marked or differentiated. You have to keep count as you go and remember which one is yours. Mine is number 8. I went down there a little tipsy once Sunday cleaning, you know. A few glasses of wine. Anyway, I accidentally opened number 9, and it was full of mice. Like, for a computer, I mean. They were all neatly arranged on shelves, organized by some inscrutable quality, cables, wide Velcro.
That made the neighborhood mouse order.
A collector, I think. I guess he lived next door. I told Daryl we should add a question, something like, question, while listening to the tape recordings of doors opening, at any point you have any expectation or visualization about what might be on the other side of one of these doors, please write it down. Response, the first door, I thought it led outside. Door number 9, I thought it might be a closet. Response, the last door, it sounded like a kitchen door. Thought it might be a closet. I was just curious, I guess, since it was from my building. Like, I have a strong sense of where these doors lead just by hearing them. But is that just from my memory, or is it inherent in the sound somewhere?
Interesting. You should write a grant proposal.
Oh, I wouldn't want to step on any toes. You know, university politics. Oh, here's another extended monitoring tape. from the waiting room. Okay, I don't know how long this is gonna be. Busy night.
There he is again, sleeping. Where do I know him from? It's going to drive me up the wall.
Does he work at the university?
Oh, that sounds familiar. Yeah, I think he might have worked there a long time ago. Maybe when I was an undergrad.
Ah, the paleontologist. I thought he looked a bit rugged.
That's right, Jen. I went to college during the Stone Age.
What was your major?
Fire. I don't think he was a professor. Maybe staff. It's been so long. Sometimes I wish I'd just barreled through like you did instead of taking time off before grad school.
I'm sure it was the right thing to do at the time.
Yeah. Or the only thing, I was such a mess. Did I ever tell you about that? My boyfriend died suddenly in my last year of college.
Oh, poor thing.
It's okay. It was a long time ago. But yeah, it really shook me up. Back then, he was studying astronomy. We were both really into experimental music. We took a few art classes together.
That's so sad. How did... Sorry, never mind.
No, it's okay. That's the thing. Actually, that's what shook me up about it. It was just this random accident that never should have happened. And so sudden you never could have seen it coming. He was back home visiting his parents and he fell off a roof.
Oh, jeez. Damn, I know what you mean. You can't predict that kind of... What do you call it? Freak accident kind of thing?
My psychiatrist says that's why I'm such a pessimist.
Well, I think you're remarkably upbeat, all things considered. I mean, you know, that thing with your boyfriend on the roof, but also what happened to the TV station.
Acts of God.
Okay, you think?
No, I mean that's what you call it. That's what you say when it's nobody's fault.
Okay. Changing tape in VCR. Oh. Speaking of the TV station, you were saying something earlier about that other Marquez girl.
Oh, right. I was talking about Weaver.
Yeah, what exactly happened with her? You said she left on weird terms.
Yes. Well, so actually, she just stopped showing up. That was pretty normal.
It was all volunteers, right? Community television?
Yeah. People didn't really give much advance notice. They just got bored and drifted away. It was more like an art project than a job for most people. Weaver Marquez helped manage the archives, like filing and sorting old tapes of broadcasts. I think she was pretty smart. She probably could have been more help fixing equipment or something, but she seemed content just to organize tapes. Nobody ever talked to her much, so when she left, no big deal. But then, a couple months later, we started getting these bizarre interventions.
Question. Please consider a particular moment earlier in the day or evening. Write down where you were, what you were doing, and who else was present. I was in my aunt and uncle's house with a friendly old man I'd just met. I fixed the TV set. I was in my shop alone. I saw a strange broadcast. My cousin was on TV. For the remainder of this test, we will refer to that moment as the episode. Okay?
Someone would be doing a show in their normal time slot, then suddenly the feed would cut. We'd still be broadcasting, but our signal was totally jammed.
Oh, like interference?
I mean total blackout. Then this video would come on, clearly shot in our studio at some point. and it was her, Viva Marquez. She'd be standing in the middle of the studio facing the camera. It's a bit fuzzy in my memory, but I do remember the sound, this awful hum, like that was how she did it. She made a hum so sinister it drove her signal into hiding.
Okay. So read the first marked passage. An excerpt from Door Jam Design, Repair and Cleaning by R. Gross. Please take note of any details you recall from the episode and what point in the text they recalled to you. When it described the dust that accumulates on a door jamb, it reminds me of the static in TVS fixing of a strange consistency, somehow unfamiliar. The author used a metaphor I hadn't heard before, cleaner than a stopped clock. I thought of how messy my shop was when I left it, and how I won't be able to go clean it up now. That one.
Then there were these on-screen captions, exactly the same every time. Don't remember what they said. Something creepy.
Wow.
We had a title maker at the station, but it was different font. I guess she recorded it at Viv and then took it somewhere else to add the captions. I don't know. We all did a lot of speculation about how she made the video. But why she made the video?
Yeah, why not just broadcast it normally? It was community television, right? Couldn't be any worse than Naked Banjo Guy.
Yeah, exactly. Some people thought it was a protest or something, but I know she didn't have anything against the station. To me it felt kind of urgent, like she would have done her broadcast through the proper channels, but something came up. A crisis or something.
The second marked passage is a poem by Anne Shield called 3 Views Through a Door. As you read this passage, please again write down any new details you recall from the episode. When I read the stanza about watching the rain through the doorway, I remembered the sound of the strange broadcast. The hum took over everything, even the traffic and birds outside. I read the stanza about walking through the door into the house. I remember seeing school desks. And this one. Is that how often did it happen?
A lot. Dozens of times. It went on for years. We even thought about asking the police to look into it, but it's so hard to locate a pirate signal. I mean, it could come from any direction, you know.
It's all just waves.
Exactly.
The third marked passage is a production of A Caller's Guide to Teaks of Closed Doors. A pamphlet published anonymously sometime in the 19th century. Again, write down any new details of the episode that are recalled to you while reading this text. The text says something about how long to wait, not to wait too long, and at a closed door. I need to see this through. The text said something about hitting your knuckles in the right part of the door to maximize the resonance throughout the house. Maybe think about the weird acoustics down here. They make me feel strangely at home. Ah, that one.
Weaver's video showed up again right before the flood. Actually, I think it might have been the last thing we ever broadcast.
Okay, I think I'm going to call it there. I think I'll call it here, and I will get back to this tomorrow. Yep. This might go on for a while. So yeah. Let's jump out into the circle. And we'll continue from here, and if we have to redo some stuff, we'll just keep continuing then. But yeah. Thanks for joining to anybody who came by. Hope everybody has a good rest of the day, morning, evening, whatever it is in your time zone. It's an interesting game. It's a bit confusing. I feel like we don't get a lot of answers of things, and they just keep adding more and more random things. But hey, I think it's neat. And we're in chapter 4. We have Un Pueblo de Nada as well, and then we have chapter 5. So we should be good. Oh, good. A bot managed to come by just before I end.
But yeah, that'll be it for today. Thanks now. Have a good one. And enjoy some nice art as we end. Bye bye.